And Richie's opponent, he has played in quite a few of these European tournaments. This is actually his 20th European Tour event he's in, but it is his Gibraltar debut. Please welcome, ranked number 31 in the world, the Demolition Man, D.Webster!
Just dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving around the place. I check my look.
And your referee for this match, Mr. Kirk Bevins.
Course of this weekend where you'll get to see a 55-year-old chicken farmer walk on stage to some banging Ibiza classic. It's the gent, Richie Corner, taking on the Demolition Man, D.Webster. Fighting out for a place in the second round to face Super Chin, Darrell Gurney. 14th seed here this weekend in Gibraltar is Gurney, former finalist on the European Tour and a recent winner on the Pro Tour. Which one of these guys is going to make it through? We've already seen wins for Alan Tabban and Johnny Clayton. Clayton surviving 6 match darts from Justin Pipe. Alan Tabban was pushed to a 10th leg by Jeffrey Desvon. It could have gone all the way to a decider. We may have another close one here. Richie Corner playing some good darts at the moment. And D.Webster, well, he's been in the form of his life these last few months. I'm Dan Dawson. And Rob Malarkey is alongside me for this one.
Yeah, absolutely right, Dan, about D.Webster. He's had a really productive time of it of late, making his second European Tour.
First leg, it's Darren to throw first. Game on.
Making his second European Tour appearance of this year, but some notable highlights towards the end of last year, the most significant being his run to the semi-finals of the Players' Championship Finals in Minehead last November. Picked up 20 grand for his efforts there before losing
100.
to Michael Van Gerwen. 11-8 that day as well. He gave the world #1 a really good run for his money in that one. Made the semis of a couple of Players' Championship events last year as well.
140.
Richie Corner firing in 2 treble 20s to start the match, but unable to produce the maximum.
60.
These two players both making their second European Tour appearance of the year. We saw D.Webster at the German Darts Open in Saarbrücken. He beat Peter Jakes in the opener there before losing to Simon Whitlock 6-3. And
59.
we've not seen Richie Corner since the German Darts Championship in Hildesheim at the end of March. That was the first Euro Tour event of the year. He was a second round loser at the hands of Alan Norris.
100.
Having beaten Kirk Shepherd in his opener.
Oh, as I recall, he played very well against Kirk Shepherd.
He did.
Produces that sort of stuff here, then D.Webster's
96.
Have his hands full. D.Webster does say, I'm dangerous. He's got here. He's not very good at finding his way to European Tour events.
125.
Certainly the ones in Germany, he tends to end up about 300 kilometres away. But he's had no problems getting to Gibraltar, which you would assume
140.
makes his preparation a little bit
116.
easier. Needs a treble. Doesn't get it, so Richie Corner's going to get a chance to break
45.
here.
Richie requires
Maybe
66.
treble 10 for double 18. That was the route. Double 18 it is.
Game shot
And
the
there
first
it
leg.
is.
Richie Corner.
Yeah,
Second leg
good
is
start
Richie
for
to throw
Richie Corner.
first. Game on.
Break of throw in the very first leg. One of 2 Minster men on stage. Kurt Bevins calling this one as well.
Another man from York away later, Chris Quantock, up in the final game of the afternoon session against the asset, Paul Nicholson.
Birthday boy this week as well.
Of course.
Yeah. Mr. Wren.
140.
As he said at the outset, Dan, winner to face Darrell Gurney in the second round. It could be a good weekend for Darrell Gurney. It's a favourable half of the draw. I think a slightly more favourable half of the draw this
123.
Peter Wright, Dave Chisnell, who's in great form in the Premier League at the moment in the top half. James Wade's in the top half as well. No disrespect to the players in the bottom half, but I just think it has a slightly
140.
more comfortable look about it for anyone plotting their route to the final.
You say no disrespect, Rob. But that's basically just what you've done.
98.
Often when you say with all due respect, it's usually followed by a completely disrespectful comment.
Well, one of the guys to beat has to be Jelle Klaassen. His form on the European circuit has been absolutely incredible. He's made the semi-finals at least of the last 5 Euro Tour events.
Yeah.
Astonishing record. This would be pretty astonishing. Oh, even more so. Oh.
120.
Well,
Richie
Darren
requires
Webster,
64.
60 tops. What a way to go that would have been. Richie Corner only gets one dart. Same target.
24.
And he's just above it. So
require
Darren Webster
20.
will get another go to see this off.
For an instant break back, has to come inside an inch or
Shot
so,
the
and that's
second leg,
exactly what he's
Darren
done.
Webster. The leg is Darren to throw first. Game on.
So one break apiece so far in this one. Another difficult match to call. Richie Corner 76 in the order of merit. Darren Webster up at 31 at this moment in time, but don't let the
60.
figures fool you. Richie Corner is a very, very capable player on his day. A man who only made his European Tour debut last year. That was in Hamburg.
It may be going the same way, but it is very, very tight.
98.
Well, chance here for Corner to effectively steal the darts here from Darren Webster.
99.
And
That's
yeah,
a finish.
he's down to a finish first. Very good last dart that from Richie Corner. Webster has to respond, and he's going the right way about it here.
140. Richie require 170.
Now then. What has Richie Corner got here in terms of
60.
the application of pressure?
Darren Uruguay,
Not a
80.
great deal. Darren Webster 80 points away. Make that 20. Double 10 then for a 5-4 lead. And
70.
again, it's another let-off.
Richie require 110.
Ooh. Just straying into the treble 4, wanted the treble 18,
50.
and that means that Darren Webster
Darren
will come
Uruguay,
back. He likes
10.
tops. This is just next door. Getting closer.
No
But
score.
not close enough.
Richie requires 60.
And the look on Darren Webster's face tells you all you need to know here. Corner with a very timely break potentially here. Well, that was a long way south. Double 10 then instead. Oh.
Game shot on the
And
ninth
again,
leg.
it's
Richie
right
Corner.
in the corner from Richie Corner.
10th leg is Richie to throw
5-4
first.
he leads.
Game on.
A timely break in leg 9. Throwing first here for the match, and a meeting with Darryl Gurney tomorrow.
Well, by my reckoning, Darren Webster has missed 8 darts in the last 2 legs,
60.
both of which he has lost. And it's been tight right the way through this, but those last 2 legs will be the moment that Darren Webster looks at and says, that's where I lost it, if it does happen. 24 to kick off this 10th leg makes it a lot more likely that Richie Corner is going to book his place in the second round. He'd have been second favourite at the start of this
52.
game, Corner.
Treble 4 again. 60 and 52 from Corner so far here. Not what he needed with Webster kicking off with 24.
140.
And with Webster recovering the ground there as well with a ton 40. So just another case of Webster asking 1 or 2 questions here of Richie Corner once again with the finishing line in sight. This is by no means a done deal just yet.
60.
And once again, Corner cannot find the treble.
He's just handed the initiative back to Darren Webster. Went off 24 at the start of this leg. And look at that. Bit of aggression from the little man from Norwich.
Yeah, a bit of fire in his belly here.
$100.
Darren Webster in the money again here.
139.
Absolutely raced through that visit. Darren Webster couldn't get rid of the darts quickly enough. Left himself 58 after 4 visits to the board. He has missed darts at double in the last 2 legs, though. A grand total of 8 of them.
140.
He may not be able
Darren Uruguay 58.
to miss many more if he wants to go through.
Game shot on
And
the
he
10th
doesn't
leg.
miss a
Darren
second.
Webster.
That is Darren Webster's
11th
break
and
of
final leg
throw.
is Darren
And
to
that
throw first.
means that the Demolition Man has the throw
Game
in the
on.
deciding leg. Once again, these two go all the way to an 11th and deciding leg. Last time they met, Darren Webster nicked it. Is he going to repeat the trick?
Well, if he kicks off with a ton 80 or a ton 40, he'll be in pretty
140.
good shape. Right off Darren Webster at your peril. He trailed 5-4. The missed darts that went before him may have been preying on his mind, but you wouldn't know it
95.
because he's come up with a really good response here.
$83.
And again, the neck swivels.
95.
Just about sticking with him, Richie Corner. He knows that Webster has missed darts at double. He knows if he can just about
83.
keep pace with him here, he may get a chance.
$85.
Just maybe losing his way slightly. Just a little cushion opening up at 31, but can Webster make an impression here?
100.
Steps in the right direction for the Demolition Man. Corner could do with two troubles here now.
Needs to leave a finish. Can't stay on the 20s. Come down for the 19s, I would think. Yeah, well, at least he's
59.
thinking clearly. He's
Aaron
got
Newman,
himself to a finish,
95.
albeit one of the biggest ones in the game. Darren Webster, 20. Well,
55.
interesting.
Richie Uruguay,
Assumed
167.
we would go 20 for the bullseye with Corner on a finish. But in the end, the gamblers paid off, and Webster will get 3 match darts at his favourite double top. However,
97. Darren Uruguay,
although he has
40.
hit it a couple of times in this match, he has missed a number of darts at it. Can he pin it here with the match on the line and a place in the second round?
Game
He
shot,
can,
and the
he
match.
does. It's a
Darren
6-5
Webster.
win. Darren Webster beats Richie Corner in a deciding leg. The second time that has happened on the European Tour. It is the Demolition Man who goes through to round 2, and he will face Super Chin Daryl Gurney. Coming next, it's Ruthless James Richardson, who's already given us some phenomenal entertainment on the European Tour this year. He takes on Matthew Dennett as the action continues for the Victoria Stadium here at the Gibraltar Darts Trophy.